I'm gonna start this video off with a question. When you think about Japan, what's the first food that comes to mind? Leave your answer in the comment section below. It's okay, I've got time, I'll wait. Okay, wait over. I'm guessing you probably said sushi, or ramen, or maybe even tempura. But what about something more modern, less traditional, more innovative? Today we are in Kyoto and we are going to Gion Roiro to try some very innovative kinds of Japanese food. This chef is going to focus on the seasonality of Japanese produce with a lot of modern French techniques, and I am so excited to see what he has to offer. My stomach is ready. Oh, Martina's going to be in this too.
名前は小下博之です。レストランの名前ギオンロイロ、オーナーシェフです。今のギオンロイロの料理は、日本には四季というものがあります。春、夏、秋、冬とその季節にしか取れないものがあるということです。で、今回は春からちょっと夏にかけての料理なんですけども、僕はその日本の4つの季節、その時にしか取れない食材を使って料理をしたいなと考えました。そうすることによってフランスから輸入した食材ではなく日本の食材を使うことによって自然にフランス料理と和食が本当に気がつくと融合された。だからあらかじめ和食に近づけようとか和食っぽくしようっていう考えではなくて日本の食材を使うことによって自然にできた融合だと思います。
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is my attempt to look fancy. I have my blazer that looks like Bill Nye hosting The Price is Right.
More importantly is this beautiful pocket square, which actually doubles as a blotting tissue for your nose.
I am a greasy boy.
You fool, you need to save all that.
See, whenever we do something fancy, Martina always likes to I'm gonna focus on the camera. And I'm just like, I am excited about the food coming.
I had a vitamin bag for breakfast, so I'm very excited.
I'm very excited.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
Gosh.
Oh my God.
You can choose the main dish from here.
Okay.
Wow. This is exciting to be able to choose the different ones.
Look at all that. I will do the beef.
I'm going to do the totori deer. Yes.
This is a great start. I'm glad I wore my Bill Nye jacket.
So we'll start the pairing with our recommendation.
Okay.
当店のペアリングは、まず最初にドンペリニョンから。
Cheers.
Don P, you're always a wonderful choice, Don P. It's going to be a good day.
フランス料理と和食との融合しやすいところですね。そういったところまず日本には懐石料理があります。フランス料理と何が似てるかというと少量多皿っていうところですね。コースになっていて少しの量を順番にたくさん出てくるっていうのがまず似てるところだと思います。
Holy shit.
So this is our three kind of appetizer: caviar, trip, and foie gras. And please eat from one spoon from the right.
From the right to left.
As soon as this dish was placed down, it was like a burst of citrus.
I know.
Right?
I am so glad they added the citrus in there, because otherwise it would just be way too creamy.
So many contrasting flavors here. It's like when you take a fish and you put a squeege of lemon on top of it to kind of cut through.
Just a squidge, not a smidge or a fridge.
A squidge.
A squidge.
You've got the saltiness from the caviar, a little bit of salty creaminess from the fish paste, and then you've got that little burst to cleanse everything.
This is the quail egg.
With the truffle.
The truffle and the smokiness work so well together.
Every single quail egg I've ever had has always been cooked through.
So tough.
So
That's
tough.
the juiciest quail egg.
I'm excited about this banana pudding.
Looks like a little rabbit. Foie gras and banana pudding. Are you ready?
Oh, wow.
Look at this. I never thought of foie gras with banana.
Banana has that really rich creaminess to it, and foie gras also has that kind of like sweet creaminess. And if you have it on its own, it can be a little bit too rich.
Yep. But then there's that salty crunch in there as well.
This is a great start, let me just say. I'm looking forward to the rest of this meal.
We still have 11 dishes to go.
Yep.
A very fresh taste to open up your palate right at the very beginning of the meal.
I really like the textures as well because you have the crab, which is soft but like got the stringiness to it, and then you've got the little pop in your mouth of the sea grapes, and then the smoothness of the jelly all together.
今日の料理でアスパラガスとオマールの料理があります。アスパラガスとオマールというのはフランスの伝統的な組み合わせの一つでもあります。それではフランス料理では結構そのマヨネーズですとかそういった味付けをして提供するのがほとんどなんですけど、今回私はそのバタークリームというこれはヨーロッパで使うクリームなんですけど、それと日本の発酵味噌、白味噌を2つ融合させて和と洋の融合を狙った料理の一つになります。
Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh, this is super exciting. We have the lobster with the buttermilk and the white miso. That's such a interesting combination.
This is very like East meets West.
Yeah.
It has that feeling because asparagus is really essential for French cooking, but to have like a white miso is very, very Japanese.
With ehime oranges,
right?
You know how much ehime oranges mean to us.
I know, we're like, you know what it means to us. And also just looking at the plate to begin with, doesn't this feel like that bridge between spring and summer? It's like green, spring is turning into summer.
Oh, wow.
The dill is so bright. Dill is not something commonly used in Japanese cuisine.
Miso with lobster. That's a really smart combination. That is, all of this works so well together.
I really love the forward thinking of the chefs in Japan because they're saying, well, I want to use these local ingredients. I want to use classical ingredients that I can find around Japan, but I also want to make sure I can bring some new flavors to the dish.
That is a very unusual wine.
Oh, wow. It's even got a little bit of fizziness to it, like
I
a
know.
little bit of a fermentation feel. But it has that kind of cider taste where you have like an apple and peach, kind of like a crunch to it.
Yes, this is what we do off camera as well. Whenever we go to restaurants, we eat something and we talk about what the food reminds us of. Where does it hit you in the tongue? Is it the middle of the tongue? Is it the side of the tongue? Is it the back of the tongue? We are nerds for food.
I think it's really important to do that though, because if you don't focus on the flavors, then you'll never learn how to develop and appreciate the things that people are presenting in front of you.
次のワインはチェコのワインです。
Wine from Czech Republic.
Really? Oh.
チェコはオレンジワインと言いまして、
Which one?
Yes,
Yeah.
we had once.
黒のグラスは、その色にとらわれないで飲んでほしいという生産者の意図が込められたワイン。
Don't enjoy the taste.
That's why there's the black on the glass. Oh, I like that.
That is so cool.
I like that. This looks like a beautiful painting, doesn't it?
Look at this.
Wow, look at this. That's amazing.
I've never had pistachio cream like this. That's amazing.
「次の料理ですけれども、牛タンの料理があります。近年和牛のタンというのがなかなか手に入らなくなって貴重な食材です。タンはタンでも根元ですね、本当の根元だけを使った煮込み料理になるんですけど、こちらは赤ワインで6時間ほどコトコトじっくり煮ております。でこちらの料理には日本の生で食べれるえのきを食感と香りに最後に合わせて使っているのが が特徴です。
This is something that people shouldn't be scared of.
I tell you what I'm most excited about.
Keep going on.
Okay, no, let's just go.
You
Let's just
tell
go.
me
No,
what
no,
you're
no.
excited about.
Okay, no.
You let me know, Simon, what you're excited about.
Here we go. I'm excited about eating. Oh, mother of God. I'm so hungry.
Goodness, it's so tender.
You see that?
Wow.
The knife is really just for pulling.
For tongue to be this tender is incredible because tongue is such a strong, tough muscle.
Tongue can be very
It
tough.
can be really terrible, but this
Stewed
is so
for 6 hours?
nice. Have we really been saying to ourselves, oh, ew, I don't want to use the tongue? Meanwhile, this is like the most beautiful, tender piece of a stew. And the gnocchi mushroom adds a creaminess. It's almost like it's in there instead of cheese.
I'm so amazed because I cook with a lot of gnocchi mushrooms at home, but I always cook them. I never have them raw.
Raw, yeah.
But like having that little bit of bite from the mushroom and a little bit of that crunchiness from the almond as well with the super soft marshmallow puffiness of the beef tongue. Good God. Where's the beef from again? I forgot.
Mikawa, Aichi.
Aichi, and this is Totori.
Totori venison.
Okay.
Bamboo and mushroom.
Oh my
Egyptian.
God.
I've never had this before.
I'm just so excited for this.
お肉、牛肉なんですけれども、油の部分がありますので、最後の渋みがしっかりと。
Absolutely gorgeous. Basil really makes the meat pop. Mine is
Thrilled.
quite lean.
Yeah.
Very, very, very focused on the actual flavor of the deer. Yours has like a very buttery, beefy flavor to it. The kind of smooth, buttery taste you expect from like a Japanese.
This is exactly what I want from a
right?
Wagyu. Yes.
I've been surprised from the very beginning, and I love surprises. I didn't know what to expect from this meal. Everything I got, I was like, wow. But this I know because I'm like miso soup, nodogoro rice, like nihonshu, like all of it kind of feels like I got it, you know?
Oh, I got this, all right.
続いての料理ですけれども、アワビの料理があります。アワビは低温でじっくりゆっくりと柔らかくなるまで火を入れた後、バターでソテーして焦がしバターを上からかけるんです。あとパン粉を焼いたものとケッパーというもの、揚げたものですね。そこまでは完全にフランス料理の手法であり味なんですけども、最後に日本の柑橘のかぼすを果汁を絞って皮を上からかけることによって一気に日本の香りに寄り添ってきます。
Oh.
Again, so aromatic. The smell really hits you. You can smell the chrysanthemum. You can smell the chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthemum.
Chrysan?
Chrysanthemum.
It's Chris and the mum.
And the mum, yeah.
Let me start by saying this is the dish I'm most scared about. I've had a lot of abalone before. It's not my favorite. The first time I ever actually liked abalone is in a kaiseki restaurant in Kyoto.
You can smell the chrysanthemum. You can, let's just go with that because I'm never going to say it right. You can smell the brown butter.
Here we go.
So tender.
The reason why I didn't like abalone before was because it usually tastes like a car tire. It's so incredibly rubbery. This is so soft.
When you think abalone, you think shellfish. So you think, well, I don't like fish, I don't like mussels, I don't like oysters. Abalone doesn't taste like that. What's amazing about this dish is like the brown butter on top. That's really a throwback to like a French European style. When I eat that, I go, oh, that's France. Like that's Europe. Then having abalone and having that very distinctive citrus taste of Japan on top of it makes me feel like, well, wait, this is Japanese. So you're really not sure like where you're supposed to be thinking about this dish.
Oh my
and they
gosh.
all come together beautifully.
That brown butter. Some good brown butter. This is super exciting for us because we eat food for our jobs.
Yes.
I love being surprised.
Me too.
Like we do a lot of research about food and you can learn a lot about it. And we try our best to like teach you about food. So coming here and trying food that we didn't know what to expect and trying flavors and combinations that we never had before means a lot to us. This is thrilling. We're going to be talking about this for hours after we're done shooting it. I feel like if you come to Japan and you only try traditional food, you're missing out on so much artistry and creative energy that Japanese chefs have. That'd be like going to America and saying, I only want burgers. That wouldn't be fair. There are so many brilliant chefs here that are trying amazing things, and I'm so excited to try everything that's happening here. And here comes dessert. Oh. Beautiful. Melon soup. I'm already just looking at this and I'm
absolutely
impressed.
beautiful. Yes.
I just
Melon
love this
soup?
spoon.
I know.
Do you see the spoon? Jeez, here we go. I've never had an ice cream taste like that before.
Very, very herby, but it
Oh, wow.
balances really well with the actual melon.
Oh my gosh.
Because melon is
That
very,
works
very
perfectly with the
sweet.
melon.
Right, you know?
Ooh.
Just out of oven.
Poke, yes!
Exactly.
I thought
was gonna
poke.
say.
Karinto.
Gourmet poke. This is just the most fantastic ending to this meal because we have something that is super European, and then we have gourmet homemade poke, which is like
I mean, look at how small this is.
kawaii
This
poke.
is amazing.
But it really feels like it's a representation of the meal we had, like new and old coming together. So it's not just Japan, it's kind of like new fun Japan.
You could feel fresh out of the oven. Nice sugary crunch on top.
Are you gonna have a Proust moment?
This is so good. It's so good. That's just stunning. Just stunning.
So that's it for our Food Adventure program. We had an absolutely delightful evening.
I'm absolutely amazed. There was so much new stuff there that I just haven't had before. Look, like our job is to be foodies on camera. We eat so much
All the time.
and we try to show you stuff. I'm just amazed at how many new things I had here today.
The thing is that I knew that the meal was going to be good. What surprised me was how many dishes were startling with the flavors and the textures. I was like, what is this? What are you doing? What's happening in my mouth right now?
Look, you can come to Kyoto and have a lot of the really old traditional stuff.
Yeah.
That's all fine and good, but give the new stuff a chance. Come to Gion Roiro. You're going to have an amazing meal and stories you could tell for a lifetime.
Absolutely. Now let's go back there and tell them that we have a corrupt memory card.
Oh, is the memory
no.
card busted?
We
might
need
have to
to
drink
refill
all that and eat all
the
that
food
again.
I think they're gonna believe it.
I think they
Let's
believe
go.
it.
They'll
go.
totally believe
Let's
it.
go.
Sorry guys,
Let's
we
go.
gotta go. It's
We gotta
important.
go. We gotta go.
My people need me.
My people need me. Let's go. Let's go.